What is up guys, Marshall here and welcome to my brand new series called Made In. Terrible name I know, but I couldn't think of anything else. Now what this series will basically focus on is the academies of teams. I mean, you've seen throughout the years Barcelona's academy, all their youth players, i.e. Fabregas and everyone, move on to different clubs. So basically what I'm going to do is reunite all those players back to their clubs. For instance here, West Ham United, this is the first episode of this new series. And I start with Bywater and Nets. Basically, I don't really know any other goalkeepers that's come through West Ham, so that's the only one I could really find, to be honest with you. At left back, we have Kieran Richardson. He was at West Ham's academy. He moved on to Manchester United's later on. That's where he really come through, to be honest, at Manchester United. Before moving away, Rio Ferdinand, again, Manchester United player. He went from West Ham to Leeds to Manchester United for what was then a record transfer fee. His brother Anton is beside him. Again, came through the West Ham academy. At right back we have Glenn Johnson. Glenn Johnson, brilliant when he burst onto the scene. He was one of the first transfers to go into Chelsea after the money splurged into them. I don't know if splurged is the word, but I'll use it anyway, by Roman Abramovich. And it's DM, the first DM we have is Michael Carrick again at Manchester United. There's a few that came through from West Ham and just went to Manchester United. So West Ham basically given Man United titles. At CDM we have Mark Noble. This guy's never strayed from West Ham. He is a brilliant professional in my eyes. Top bloke. Now at the left hand side of the three kind of cams really. I mean, one of them's a centre forward, but never really take that into consideration. We have Joe Cole. He has recently returned home, you could call it, and he started that off with a bang with 2 assists against Manchester United in the cup. At centre forward we have Frank Lampard. I know many West Hams despise him for his move to Chelsea, but you've got to argue he's one of the best things to come out of West Ham from the academy. Definitely in recent years he's been one of England's best attacking midfields, well, he's centre midfielder anyway, throughout the years. Junior Stanislas is on the right hand side. He's got a lot of pace, this fella. Really fast, and he really suits the team. I mean, you don't really have much pace in that midfield, and Stanislas bursts on the scene and he creates chances. And then this guy up front, no one can forget who he is. He is Jermaine Defoe. He's been scoring goals for fun in the Premier League for years. I think he's one of the most consistent strikers in my eyes. I remember going to St James's Park when he first come on the scene, a very young Jermaine Defoe. He scored the opener there. I think we went on to win 2-3-1. I can't really remember, but he really impressed me that day. Now into the first game, Anton Ferdinand cuts it out there to his brother, and that starts the attack off here. Joe Cole on the ball. He kind of carries it unchallenged. I don't know what this guy started doing there. He just doesn't want to come near us. And Jermaine Defoe smashes it into the far side with that effort. He's got loads of power behind that boot, Jermaine Defoe. He is clinical. Again here, Anton Ferdinand winning the ball. He really surprised me, to be honest. I thought he'd be the weaker of the two centre-backs, but he actually turned out to be brilliant. And this guy, obviously, Frank Lampard, just smashes it in from the edge. The guy, he's got a brilliant long shot on him. I did an inform analysis on Gerrard where his long shot's probably the best on the game, but Frank Lampard, I'd definitely put him up there with Gerrard. In the midfielders that can do exactly that, just smash it in from anywhere. Now into the second game it was a bit more difficult, and it took me into the second half to really come into the game and go on and win. I was 1-0 down at half time, but a nice little passing move here. Joe Cole, he puts it out to the left hand side, and I just waltzed in there with Jermaine Defoe and took it into the bottom corner. Don't know what this guy was doing defensively. He was all over the place. Why couldn't I get through in the first half if he's been defending like that? I couldn't really understand. I was running through there and I just knew he was going to slide for some reason. And that was 1-1 right back into this game. I tackled him here straight from kickoff, twice really. And again, here's Jermaine Defoe. Let's see if he does it again. Let's see if he's shambolic in defence. This is the easiest thing to defend against there, just twisting and turning and get all the way to the keeper, and that is a penalty kick. No doubts about it. He just barges in the back. I don't know why David Luiz is complaining there to the ref. It was a stone waller, and there's only one person I'm putting on that. It's Frank Lampard. He's lethal from the penalty spot, and he does step up and he smashes it into the right hand side. Not the best penalty in the world. If the keeper had dived up there, he probably would have saved it, tipped it on the bar, or even caught it if he just stood still. And it does get better in this game. Look at that flick from Michael Carrick. Controls it, great ball to Lampard, and the finish is sublime. Just lifts it over David De Gea in the net, and it is 3-1 now. 3-1. I'm running away with the game. I don't know what this guy was playing at in this half. He was brilliant in the first half, to be honest. I really could not break through. Tried my best, but I smashed him in the second half. Absolutely annihilated him, and come so close with that effort from Richardson. It's on his weaker foot, and that would have been a brilliant goal if that had gone in. A scissor, kind of bicycle scissor kick from the edge of the area. Joe Cole skins him. Absolutely murders that guy on the wing. Cuts inside of Puyol. Cuts inside of David Luiz. Great save from De Gea. Again from Carrick's shot. Great save. Before Stanislas put it home and got stuck in the post. And that was the final goal in that game. I won 4-1. Now into the third game. This guy's team was absolutely amazing. Lampard released Stanislas. He put the ball 4-4, land on his head, straight over Loris. This guy had some of the best Premier League players in his team. Sure, he had Rooney, he has Hazard, he has Van Persie. He had a brilliant team, and he's up against a defence who, in my eyes, this isn't the best team in the world. Anyone could beat this team. But I do score another there. And Noble coming inside, he controlled it on his right, stroked it home on his left foot. And I've got to be honest, this West Ham team really surprised me actually. I mean, just think where they would be in real life if they kept the likes of Glenn Johnson, Rio Ferdinand. You have Michael Carrick, Jermaine Defoe, even Joe Cole. That would be a solid 5 players to build a team around, really. I think they'd be up there in the Premier League, challenging for Europe season in, season out, if they'd kept all their players from their academy and built around them with fellow graduates. I do get a final goal in this game. Couldn't miss there, Frank Lampard. Pretty simple header, to be honest. And that is it for the first episode in this brand new series, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment in the section below, and I will see you guys next time.